Hello everybody and welcome to the Auctiva 101 webinar. My name is Natasha and over the next hour I will be giving you a tour of the Auctiva website so that you know how to access the tools and the features that you need. And I'll also be giving you feature demonstrations. So the feature demonstrations will include how to manage and create listings, some of our marketing features we have available, and then also order management. At the very end, there will be time for questions and answers. So at any time throughout the webinar, you can go ahead and type in your questions into the questions portion of the GoToWebinar interface, and I'll be sure to get to those at the end. All right, now before we really kick it off, I just want to go over the basic navigations of the site, just so you all feel familiar with it and you know how to locate the tools you're looking for. And then we'll go into the feature demonstrations and such. Okay, so as you can see on my screen right now, we're currently looking at the account dashboard. And this is the page you see just as soon as you log into your Auctiva account. And it really just serves as a general overview. So right off the bat in the upper left-hand corner, you can see how many listings you currently have active for sale on eBay, how many you have scheduled to post to eBay, how many closed listings you have stored within your Auctiva account, and then additionally, how many saved listings you have stored within your Auctiva account. Below that, you'll see a few quick links to access your account information. So here you can view your current plan, you can check your invoices, you can upgrade your plan, and right below that, notice this little Auctiva Emporium Storefront link. I'll go into this in more detail, but in short, Auctiva does provide a free Emporium storefront for any seller who signs up for our service. And basically what it is it's just a container of your active eBay listings. And this allows you to market your products without the clutter or the noise of the other eBay competitors that you may be competing with. So it's just a free service we provide to you. You can basically write about your business, you can write blogs to promote new promotions or new sales, and it's really a great storefront to use for email or social media marketing because, like I said, it gets rid of the noise on eBay and the competition and allows your buyers to look at solely your products. One of the best parts is all transactions stay within eBay, so it's really just a storefront, and when your buyer is ready to buy, then go ahead and click on your product and they'll be directed to eBay where they can purchase and complete the transaction. Okay, so that was really, I'll go into more detail about that storefront in just a bit, but that is just a quick link to access your personal Emporium storefront. Below that, you'll see an account message box, and this is really just information that we, the Auctiva team, are sending you. So you'll probably see some newsletters posted here. Perhaps you'll see other account information. Additionally, you can see right here in the middle, you have a quick link to view and process your eBay sales. Below that, you can check on your Auctiva image hosting. So as a service, we Auctiva provide image hosting space so that you can store all of your product images securely, and we store them for you year over year. The various plans we offer do offer a different amount of image storage. And so this little box right here is really just showing you how much image storage you've used and how much you have remaining available in your account. On the right hand side, there's a few quick links to create a new listing, upload products from a file. So we do accept CSV file imports. We also take file exchange formatted listings if you had used Turbo Lister. And then this is where you can access your saved listings and upload images. Below that, you'll see we have a whole bunch of helpful resources that you can utilize. Okay, so to navigate around your site, it's quite simple. You just hover your mouse over these top tabs or these top buttons, and you'll see a submenu displaying of all of the available features in that category. Additionally, when you hover over the My Account tab, you'll notice these notifications. The green box simply represents the number of successful notifications that have occurred within your account since the last time you viewed your notifications. The orange are simply notices or additional information eBay may want you to know about a particular listing. So perhaps if there's an upcoming policy change, you'll see a notice regarding the policy change and which specific listing it's referring to. And then the red are really helpful because these represent any errors or failures that may have occurred. So for instance, if you were expecting a listing you posted to be active on eBay and you're not seeing it live on eBay, you can just refer to your error notifications. And you'll see why the listing failed to post, in which you can then just click the listing, make the revision, and then resubmit it. So all of these notifications, they're just additional information regarding a certain listing, and they can be really helpful. If you're ever experiencing any issues in your account, you can refer to these notifications and figure out what's going on. We always store notifications, so you can always see a historic log of all of your past notifications, but by default we only show you the new notifications that you haven't yet seen. Okay, real quick before I move on, I just want to mention our help resources. So if you click directly on the word help, you'll see we have a whole bunch of helpful FAQs, frequently asked questions. So if you're running into trouble or have a question about how something works, I would encourage you to check out the FAQs. Additionally, you can search by keyword. And then we always have the option for you to contact us. So you can file a support case with our team by clicking on this button, or in the help tab. You can see right here in the customer support area, you can file a support case. So you can reach us anytime by email. Additionally, for our top 2 tiered plans, and I believe also for free trial users, we do have live chat and phone support available. So we have a whole bunch of different options available for you to get help and talk to people on our team. Additionally, we do have a community where you can strike up conversations with other eBay sellers and Auctiva sellers. Sometimes our teammates will jump in here too and contribute to the conversation. So just a whole bunch of helpful resources, and we are here for you, whatever you need. So just be sure to utilize these. Okie dokie, let's move into it now. So I want to talk about what listing features we have available. And I first want to start off with the basics. So how to create a new listing. So if you hover over the listings tab, this is where you'll find you can access all of your listing needs. Right off the bat, I just want to show you, this is the upload from file tool. So if you did have a CSV file or a file exchange formatted turbo lister file, you can go ahead and bulk import new listings. When you do import new listings into Auctiva, once the file finishes importing, you'll find them on your saved listings page. Anytime you create or import listings or post listings through Auctiva to eBay, we automatically store them for you as a saved listing. So unlike eBay, where your listing data may be dropped after 90 days, we store that information for you year over year. So this is a really powerful service for if you're a seasonal seller, or perhaps you sell seasonal products. This is a great way to retain that product information and easily bulk relist it when you need to. So anyways, just wanted to let you know, this is where you can upload listings from a file, and once the file finishes uploading, you'll then find them on the saved listings page, in which you then have the ability to bulk post. All right, so to create a new listing, one by one through Auctiva, you can hover over the listings tab and then click on the create new link in the listings section. And that will simply bring you to our one-page lister. This one page contains all of the information that you need to fill out before you can post the product to eBay. It's pretty simple. You just work your way from the top of the page to the bottom. And I'm not going to go over everything in full detail, just because most of this information should look familiar as we mirror the eBay listing a little bit. But anyways, what you would do is you would fill out your item details, such as a title. You can input your SKU here. You can choose your category. You can browse by categories, or you can search by just typing in a keyword. Additionally, we do store frequently used categories for you. So if you only, sell in 3 categories, you don't have to research for that every time. You can just use the drop down to select it. Then you would put in your item condition, your item specifics. You click this link and it pops this little window allowing you to insert your custom item specifics. And then the first thing I really want to point out is the mobile item description editor. So as you're aware, eBay allows you to create an item description, which allows you to promote your product and talk about all the details or modifications about your product. Basically, just allowing you to market your product on eBay. Now, what you may not be aware is your item description can look different to a mobile shopper than it does to a desktop or laptop shopper. And that's because on a mobile device, there's very limited space that we have to work with. So what eBay does is, if you have a very long item description, they may take the first 250 characters of your item description, and they'll show that to mobile shoppers first. in order for a mobile shopper to see your full item description, they have to click an additional button. So what this mobile item description editor allows you to do is specify the exact information you want to promote to your mobile shoppers. So I would suggest you put your most relevant and important product information in this field, because I think one of eBay's like latest reports, I think they said like holiday sales, like over 60% of transactions occurred on a mobile device. So that right there clearly states that, appealing to mobile shoppers and being able to market and promote the most important product information right off the bat is pretty important. So again, I just make sure that you're bringing the most important relevant product information in front of your mobile shoppers by filling out the mobile item description here. Additionally, right below that, you'll see we do have the field for the full item description, which is available to all shoppers. It is just simply hidden behind an additional button for those mobile shoppers. So just a quick summary. This description is shown to mobile shoppers right off the bat, and this description is shown to your desktop shoppers or your laptop shoppers. And it also can be viewed by your mobile shoppers after they click that additional button. Okay, so the next thing I want to point out are the Auctiva images. So right here, this is where you would select up to 24 product images. And additionally, what you may be aware, you can add up to 12 eBay images, which display at the very top of your eBay listing. However, when you use the Auctiva images, we allow you to add up to 24 product images, and we display these in a very neat and organized fashion within your item description. So the neat thing about the combination of both of these image services is that you can have 24 unique product images uploaded here, and then you can have 12 other unique product images here, allowing you to give your buyer up to 36 unique product images that they can look at. So I guess the important thing to call out here is the images uploaded here will be displayed in the top section of your listing. These are the eBay gallery images, and when you use these images, these are displayed in a very neat and organized fashion within your item description. You can add up to 24 of these images. And additionally, when you use images in combination with an Auctiva Listing Template design, they come with a click to supersize feature, allowing your buyer to view your product information, read the item description, and then they can continue to view those 24 product images and click on them to see all the fine detail of your product. So I would encourage you to use both a set of images, because images sell, they speak 1,000 words, and they really allow your buyer to kind of get what the real look and feel of the product is. So I would encourage to use both images. And then right here in this section, you would specify your buy it now price. And if you are doing an auction formatted listing, you could go ahead and specify your start price and your reserve price here. Next, you would define if you're selling a lot or individual items and the quantity you have available. Then you would select your duration. So we have, all the durations available that eBay does. And then here is where you would select your Auctiva Listing Template design. Now, as I mentioned, using an Auctiva Listing Template design does allow you to provide your buyers with a click to supersize feature to view your images. But additionally, listing template designs are really just a great way to make your products pop. So on eBay, there's a ton of competition. You're trying to get your product to stand out amongst all of the others, and really you're trying to promote your brand. You're trying to connect with your buyer, and you're trying to showcase your product to customers in a way that entices them to purchase your product. And so we provide over 300 unique listing template designs that you can choose from in order to better showcase your product. Now, there are a ton of designs here. As you can see, we have some simple designs and we have some more themed designs. So if you notice this little hamburger icon, you can sort it for certain listing template designs. So as you can see, you can choose a category, you can choose an abstract, design, or perhaps you can, pick one that matches your product a little more. So we have fashion or travel. And this would allow you to kind of cater your listing template design to the product you're selling. Additionally, you can search by color or by keyword. And to get a better idea of what the product or the listing template looks like, you'd simply just click on the thumbnail image. And you'll be brought to this little preview page where you can get an example of what your posted listing will look like. And it's a good idea to reduce and increase the window size, because this will show you an example of what your listing will look like to a mobile shopper. You can see that the listing template has changed format in order to cater a better user experience for your mobile shopper. And if you expand the window out, you'll see an example of what it will look like to desktop shoppers. So not only do templates help make your product stand out, build your brand, but it also makes for a great mobile shopper experience or desktop shopping experience. So we have mobile responsive listing template designs. They're 100% active content free and compliant with eBay policies. Plus they come with the click to supersize feature for your product images. And they're available for all Auctiva plans. So when you create a new listing, I would encourage you to check it out. One thing to mention about them is once you have selected your listing, you just click the select button to apply it to your listing. And if you find one that you know you're going to use over and over, I would encourage you to add it to your favorites, because this will make finding that listing template in the future much faster. So anyways, you would select the template you want to use, and then you would go ahead and click the big select button, and you'll see that it is applied to your listing, so that when you post, your item description, all of your other information and images will be displayed in a very neat and professional looking format. Alrighty, then you would go ahead and you would specify any marketing tools such as Gallery Plus, Bold, or International Site Visibility. Then you would fill out your shipping information. Now, one thing to note about the shipping and payment options is if you're using eBay business policies, if you have business policies enabled on eBay, you'll see that automatically reflected in this part of the lister page. So all you would have to do is go ahead and select which policy you want to use, and it will be pre-populated here. As you can see, my account does not have business policies enabled, so I have to fill out this information manually. And then this is where you would fill out your payment information and your return details. Now, the last thing I want to mention about the one-page lister are profiles. So if you're not using eBay business policies, to help yourself save time, you can go ahead and create profiles for your shipping details, for your checkout details, and even for your item details. And basically what profiles are they're containers of commonly used information. So let's see. Rather than having to insert my shipping information manually over and over every time I create a listing, I can go ahead and just select a profile here, domestic shipping and eBay. And then you can see that all of my information has been applied. This is my domestic shipping and eBay GSP profile. So I can see that my global shipping program has been selected. I'm using calculated shipping for domestic orders, and all of my shipping services are already selected. So in Auctiva, you can go ahead and create profiles right up here by using these tools. You would simply just, for instance, you'd go to this profile page right here, and you would click on which profile you want to create, and you'll see it looks just like the lister. You would just simply fill out this information and then give it a name and save it. And then when you are creating a new listing, you'll be able to select that profile and pre-populate all of that information. So profiles do take a few minutes to set up, but going forward, it will really streamline the process of creating new listings. And I don't know if you noticed, but when I went to this page for the first time, information was already pre-populated, and that is because I have a master default profile set. So if I didn't have a master profile set, this page would load completely blank every single time. But because I have a master profile set, my category is already chosen, images are already uploaded, and I have my shipping and my checkout information pre-populated. And so I'm going to walk you through how to set that up, because it really does streamline the process of creating a new listing. Profiles also allow you to bulk edit listings. So not only does it streamline creating new listings, but it also makes bulk editing information of saved listings much more efficient. All right, so to create a master profile, you would first create the profiles you want contained within that master profile. So just as a visual example, I'll show you. You can create, an item detail profile. You can create a marketing profile, shipping profile, or checkout profile, and then you can select which profiles, sub-profiles you would want contained within a master profile. So as you can see, if I go to my manage page, I already have a whole bunch of profiles created. So to create a master profile, I would simply click on the master link within the profile drop-down menu, and then I would select which sub-profiles I want in this new master profile. So how about let's just do shipping and checkout, because my product details change depending on what I'm selling, but my shipping and my checkout preferences are always the same. And so we'll do so you give it a name that you can remember the settings by, click save. Got a little success that it was saved successfully. And then when you go to the create new listings page, notice that it isn't automatically applied, but it is available now. Let's see, webinar 214. It is available now. So if I click this, it preloads the lister page with the information I wanted. And then if I wanted to make that defaulted, I'd go to my account preference. So if you hover over my account, in the settings section, you'll see a link to your account preference. You'd click that, and then you'll be brought to the account preference page. In the profile management section, you'll see an option to specify your default master profile. And from here, you would just select which master profile you would like automatically uploaded to the one-page lister, webinar 214 shipping and checkout. And then be sure to click on save and update. And now notice when you go back to the one-page lister, that master default profile is automatically loaded onto the one-page lister. So now all I need to do is fill out my item details and I'm good to post. So again, setting up profiles can take a few minutes, but going forward, it really does streamline the process. Okay, so let's see. Anytime you create a listing through Auctiva and post it, we automatically store it for you as a saved listing. So to access your saved listings, you just hover over the top tab and click on the saved link. As you can see, I have over 1,000 saved listings. Now, saved listings, not only is the data stored for you year over year, but there's a lot of functionality available here as well. So as I mentioned before, profiles can help you make new listings quickly, but profiles can also help you edit existing listings. So as you can see, I have 10 listings selected here, and if I use the advanced edit tool, it allows me to bulk update information across all of these listings. So in this little drop-down menu, you first select what information you want to update. And as you can see, you can update a lot of information in bulk through Auctiva. Now notice in the shipping tools and checkout tools, I can go ahead and edit all checkout fields or all shipping fields, just as an example. You would click, if you want to edit your shipping information, and then you'll see right here, select the new profile you would like applied to these 10 listings. I'm not seeing it. Okay, so let's see, my domestic shipping and eBay global shipping program. I'm going to update all of my selected listings with this new shipping information. You would select that here, then click continue, and it may take a few seconds. What our system is doing is it's reviewing your listings that you have selected, and it is applying the edits to those listings. Okay. All right. Yeah. So as I was saying, when you're bulk updating about 10 listings, it generally takes about 10 seconds. If you're updating 200 or 50 listings, it may take 2 minutes. Anyways, once you've confirmed and reviewed all of the information is correct, you'd go ahead and click the confirm selected listings button. And again, since I have, 100 or 250 listings selected, this may take 30 seconds to a minute or so to complete. There you go. And you will see confirmation message, or if there were any issues with it, you would see a an error message indicating that the process didn't complete successfully. So yeah, that is one of the ways that you can go ahead and bulk edit your products through Auctiva and utilize the saved listings, or sorry, the profiles tool. All right, aside from that, you can go ahead and post in bulk. You can schedule in bulk. A really neat feature we also offer is the copy tool. So if you sell similar products and you don't want to have to always create a listing from scratch, you can simply select the saved listing that is similar to the new product you're going to sell, and then click on the copy tool. You'll notice that a completely new listing is created, allowing you to click into it and then make the adjustments needed in order to represent the new product you're selling. And then once you post that to eBay, it'll become active. So, oops, sorry, I wanted to go to saved. So yeah, post in bulk, schedule in bulk, copy existing listings in order to quickly create new listings. You can create profiles from your saved ads, your saved listings. So what that looks like is you would click the create profile tool, and it's just saying, okay, we're going to go ahead and take the information from this listing and create a profile for you. And then you would just select which profiles you would like to have created. And you click on the create button, and we'll go ahead and generate those profiles for you automatically. Additionally, you can have some basic editing done. So again, the advanced edit allows you to select which information you want to bulk update, like duration. As I showed you before, there's a whole bunch of different information you can update in bulk. But one thing that is cool about the advanced edit feature is that you can say, I want to update all selected listings with this new value, make them all good till canceled. Or I can only, if I only want to select or update the listings that currently have a duration of 30 to good till cancel, I can do that. So I don't necessarily need to know all of the information about the selected listings I wanted to update. I simply can just select them all and then say only update the ones with this data to this data. So it's a really easy way to manage listings without you having to specifically identify all of the listings that you need to edit. You can just select them all, tell us which data you need to find, and replace it with this new data. Then click continue, and again you will be brought to a review and confirm step. You'll see the old duration and then the new duration. And as you can see, no update will occur for this listing because I chose to only update listings that had a duration of 30. Now, if I wanted to, I could have just said, no, please update all selected listings. But in this case, I chose to only update my 30-day durations to good till cancel. So again, just a review and confirm page. Just make sure everything looks as expected. And then click on confirm selected. And this time I only had 10 listings, so it was much faster. But that's just an example of how you can efficiently manage and bulk edit your saved listings. And just real quick, the basic edit is a basic edit. It allows you to adjust the title in bulk, the buy it now price. If this was an auction, I would be able to edit the start price and so on. And so, yeah, that's it. The Save Listings page, not only is it a container of all of your listing data, but it also provides a wide variety of functionality with these tools up here. All right, so once your listing is posted and active on eBay, you'll find it on the Active Listings page. I only have 3 listings currently active, but from here you can go ahead and bulk revise listings. So similar to our advanced tool on the Save Listings page, it's kind of a find and replace feature. You would tell us what you want to edit and what you want to replace it with. And I just want to call out the listing template feature here. So if you're a brand new seller to Auctiva and you just have a simple item description and you really want to make it stand out, you can go ahead and apply a listing template to all of your active listings. You would simply, from the Active Listings page, select which listings you want to bulk edit, then click the Bulk Revise button, and then you'll follow the flow. You'll select the new template you want applied to your active listings. And I do suggest you leave the images at 24, as that'll make sure we are able to display all of your images as possible in the listing. And then you would go through the flow and your listings would be updated. Okay, really quick, I do want to show you just an example of what your completed Auctiva listing could look like. So I have a few test listings up right now, and you can see I am utilizing the Auctiva Listing Template designs. It comes with the click to supersize feature, so my buyers are able to easily read about my product and view the product image, can read about my payment information, shipping, and so on. This is another service we provide our users. It's the scrolling gallery marketing tool. It is probably one of the easiest ways to market your products because you don't have to do anything. It is automatically applied to all of your listings if you have the setting enabled. And anytime you post a new product, we automatically display it in here for you. So you don't need to add this to your listing if you have the setting enabled. It's just an automatic process that we do for you. And it's just a great way to keep buyers looking at your products rather than getting distracted from the other eBay competition. And I'll show you how to customize this in just a little bit, but I did want to just point out that this is an example of what your listing could look like when you post through Auctiva. And let's just look at a few more. All right, so yeah, the last one we looked at was more of a simple, modern, abstract template. This one is more themed. A lot of images uploaded here. Again, it's got the click to supersize feature. Payment information in my scrolling gallery. And just one more. Let's see. This one is, oh yeah, another themed one. So we have, stuff for the outdoors and for travel. All right, so once your listing sells or the duration has ended or the auction is over, it'll be removed from the active listings page and you'll find it on the closed listings page. Now, from the closed listings page, I really want to call out this filter. I wish we called it out more because it's kind of hidden, but it's really a really great way to manage your listings in bulk because you can sort by listings that were sold or unsold. So if you click on the sold filter, you'll see this little action arrow icon is highlighted in green. And if you click it, you'll be brought to that transaction in which you can then fulfill, buy a shipping label, purchase insurance, leave feedback directly in Auctiva. And then we send all that data back to eBay to ensure your buyer is informed that the product is on its way. So anyways, when you filter by sold, you can see all the listings that sold, and you can easily click the link to be brought to the transaction, which you can then process. Additionally, you can search by unsold. And so this is a really powerful feature because if your product didn't sell, you probably want to relist it, in order to get that sale. So you can filter by unsold, then select them, and then just say bulk relist. And when you bulk relist, oh, I had 100 selected, so again, this may take a couple seconds. There we go. When you bulk relist, you have the option to relist now, schedule the relist for a later time, and cancel the relist, or you can edit items. Now, that's really great because the format looks a little funky. I apologize about that, but it does allow you to adjust the price. So if you're constantly having to, relist your products, it may be a good idea to reduce the price or try a different price point to see what works, try to get your product moving. And I just wanted to show you that in the relist flow from the closed listings page, you do have the ability to edit upon the bulk relist. So really great way to efficiently manage your unsold listings. And additionally, I want to call out the import listings feature. So if you're a brand new user and you don't have any saved listings generated yet, and you want to be sure to get, some of your listing data stored in Auctiva so you can start utilizing the features and services that the saved listings page provides, you can go ahead and just select the listing and then click on the import button. And then we'll go ahead and import that closed listing data, and then you'll find a record of it on your saved listings page. So really great features, all across the board for saved, active, and closed. And then additional, I'll just call out the scheduled real quick. So for instance, let's just say I was going to schedule this guy to post. I can do so up here. I first, specify the date and the time. I want it to post. So let's see, if you list in auctions, it's always a great time to post your auction at a time that buyers are likely to buy, because when the duration ends, it will end at that time. Let's see, 5:30, I think, p.m. Yeah, I think a lot of people do shopping, on Sundays at 5:30 p.m. or just 5:30 p.m. after a work day. We see a lot of sales go up, after the workday is over. So it is important, if you're running an auction, you want people to be available and ready to buy at the time your auction ends. So just be sure that you schedule it at a time that is convenient for people to bid on. And anyways, then you would just go ahead and confirm that okay, it's scheduled to post on the 17th at 5:30, and then clicked out of the modal. Don't click out of the modal. Word of the wise. Okay. Anyways, this is just an example. Try to do this quickly. 5:30 p.m. on Sunday. Then go ahead and click the schedule button. Now you'll see there's a little indicator right on the Saved Listings page that this is currently scheduled to post. And additionally, you can always view your scheduled listings page if you ever need to adjust or manage any of the, let's see. Okay. All right, so yeah, you can see that this is ready to post at 2:17. On 2/17 at 5:30 p.m. And on the scheduled listings page, if I need to, I can go ahead and edit the post time, cancel the posting, or I can move it into a different folder. Additionally, I can click into the listing and make edits. So it can be scheduled and I can still make edits in the listing if I need to. All right, that was a lot. And that was basically just about how to manage, create, and streamline the process of creating and managing your listings. Alrighty, so I want to move on to some of the marketing features. I told you about templates and how right on the one-page lister you can easily apply a template design to your listing. I do want to call out right here, if you paid someone to create a template for you, or if you have a developer that has designed one for you, you can go ahead and store that in Auctiva by clicking on the Create New link in the Custom Template section. You'll see it just brings you to a blank editor, to where your designer, your developer could enter in all of the template code. And then you can save that in Auctiva. And then when you create a new listing, you can access that template file in the Select Template window. So if you have your own template or you want to use our pre-created templates, you can definitely do that. Images, if you hover over images and click on Manage, you'll be able to see all of the listings you've previously uploaded into your Auctiva account. And then you can always upload new images by clicking on that button or on the upload button right here. All right, the scrolling gallery. So I showed you what the scrolling gallery does, and just to kind of reiterate, it is a cross-selling marketing tool. I do want to acknowledge, I see we have a question, and I'll get to that at the end, but I wanted to call that out, that I see your question now. Okay, so yeah, the scrolling gallery. This is kind of what it looks like by default, but you do have the ability to customize it to kind of fit the look and feel and brand that you have. So first, in this item displayed section, you can choose the max number of items displayed. Unfortunately, if you sell 1,000 products, the scrolling gallery can't really scroll through all 1,000 products. So you have the option to choose if you would like to promote 5 listings, or you can promote up to 50 items at one time. Then you could choose in which order you want them displayed in. So if you primarily sell in auctions, it's probably best to do items ending soonest. If you don't sell in auctions or you don't really care, you can select the random selection. Additionally, I do want to call out this managed items in gallery link. So because we are limited to the number of products we can promote at a given time, if you sell 1,000 products or more, or just more than 50 products, it's probably a good idea to highlight your top sellers. And so you would just click on this hide feature link, and it basically just shows you a list of all of your active listings. And for the top sellers you want promoted in your scrolling gallery, you just select it and then click on add featured. Or if it's easier and you just want to take out some listings from the scrolling gallery, you can just select it and then say make hidden. And this will kind of control what is shown and not shown in the scrolling gallery. All right, and the styles options, you can choose to have a single row or a double row by default. Now, I only have 3 listings, so the double row looks a little silly. And really, your buyer has the option to manipulate the scrolling gallery when they are interacting with your listing, but you get to specify the default design. Then in the colors section, you can choose from any of these colors in the color selector. Or you can choose a texture design that we've already created. And if you use one of these texture designs, you can choose the highlight color. And the highlight color is simply the tiles and the arrows. So there's a few different ways that you can customize the look of your scrolling gallery. I do suggest you have this checkbox selected in the color options area, because if you use an Auctiva listing template design and you have this checkbox selected, we'll go ahead and match the scrolling gallery color to the color of the template you're using. So it's just a really great way to make a uniform look and feel between your template and your scrolling gallery. And if you didn't use a listing template design for a particular listing, the color of your scrolling gallery would simply default to the color you have selected here. Okay, in the customized text section, you have the ability to control what your scrolling gallery says. So obviously we automatically insert the title and the price, but you get to specify what this says and this says. So it doesn't necessarily have to say all items for sale. It could say your eBay username, or perhaps it could say like huge sale, or you can call out any current promotions that you're running, you know, like buy 2 get 1 free, or whatever you have set up. You can go ahead and customize the text here. Okay, then in the gallery position, you get to choose if your scrolling gallery displays above your item description or below. Personally, I do like it below the description, just so my buyer can read about the product they're currently looking at before they go ahead and browse what other products I have for sale. But it's totally your call. Whatever you think is best for your business, you can specify here. Then be sure to click Save and Apply, and we'll go ahead and update your listings with these new edits that you've applied. Again, it's all automatic, so when you create a new listing, you don't have to do anything in order to get the scrolling gallery. It's going to automatically be there. If you want, you can configure your scrolling gallery settings in the account preferences located in the marketing area. You can, if you do not like the scrolling gallery, or for some reason don't want it, I don't know why you would not want it, but if for some reason you wouldn't want it, you can always go ahead and specify your preferences here. All right, the next feature I want to talk about is the Auctiva Search Engine Optimizer. Oh, come on. Give me some data. So what the Search Engine Optimizer does, great, okay. It's a way to help get you more eyeballs and more views on your products. It basically is helping direct buyers searching for your product to get to your listing. Now, what it does is it basically reviews all of your active or saved listings that you currently have, and we check the item specifics that you have provided in that listing. And if we see that your listing is lacking recommended item specifics, we search eBay's catalog and we search your item description and we generate suggestions for those item specifics. Now, if you're not aware, item specifics are what eBay refers to as structured data. And I am sure you're aware they've done so much promotion about how important structured data is. And it truly is, because providing that structured data allows buyers to find your product quickly. And so what the Search Engine Optimizer does is it reviews all of your active and saved listings. And if it identifies a listing is missing recommended item specifics, we'll go ahead and call that out here, and then we'll suggest what we think those item specifics should be. And with a click of a button, you can say update, and our system will automatically go and revise the active or saved listings with this new structured data. And this is just a really great way to efficiently revise and update your listings to get that structured data in there in order to increase the visibility your listing has in search results. If for some reason the suggestion is incorrect, you can use the drop-down menu and select a different suggestion, or you can type in your own value. Most of the time these are, like 95% correct, but if it's not, you can go ahead and just type in your own, and then, that is what you could do instead, and then click update. So I would encourage you all to go and check out your Search Engine Optimizer. This feature is only available to the top 2 tiered plan, so the Elite and the Pro. However, if you are on free trial or on any of the lower 2 tiered plans, you still have the ability to check out this page. You just can't use the automatic revision tool. You just can't click update. But I would encourage you all to go check out your account and see if you have any suggestions generated, because it really is an extremely helpful tool. It can save a ton of time. And if you're a UK seller, I know they just passed the new category requirement for women's dresses. So this can be an extremely huge helper right now. Anytime eBay imposes new requirements for certain item specifics, our system automatically is updated with that new requirement, and we rerun your listings. So anyways, it's a great tool. It helps boost your visibility in eBay search results. It can also help you comply with new custom item specific mandates that eBay imposes. So yeah, it's a great marketing tool. Really what we're doing is we're just providing more data to search engines in order to surface your product to the right buyer. But it is a marketing tool that we provide, and I would encourage you all to check it out. All right, so we talked about the templates, the scrolling gallery marketing tool, images, and the Search Engine Optimizer. We also talked about the Emporium Storefront at the very beginning, and I just want to quickly tell you, you can go ahead and you can customize your storefront. So if you wanted to, you can go ahead and change the design. I think I had a brown design. We have like 11 different designs you can choose from. You just simply select the template, click apply, and then your storefront is updated. Additionally, you can go ahead and add in your contact information. You can write a blog to promote new products or new promotions you're running. And one that's really important, and I would encourage you all to do, is to fill out your meta tags. So meta tags are basically like that structured data we were just talking about, but it's for search engines like Google and Yahoo. Because basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to surface your Auctiva Emporium storefront to people searching on Google, Yahoo, and Bing. So I would go to your meta tag page in Auctiva, and then I would input keywords that describe your business or your product, and this will help surface your Emporium storefront to searchers, to buyers on like Google and elsewhere. So I would encourage that as well. Okay, so I do want to open the floor for some questions, but really quick, I did want to call out sales. So in Auctiva, if you hover over the sales tab, you'll see this little link, just says all. It's referring to all transactions. If you click that, unfortunately, in my test account, I do not have any sales. But let's see, I'll just look at all history. So as you can see, you can process and view and manage all of your eBay sales directly through Auctiva. Right here, you can purchase a shipping label. So you just input your information, the buyer's information, and before you actually purchase the label, you can check the rate. Because we are completely integrated with Express One, we get USPS shipping labels at a discounted price. So we have a complete integration. You don't have to have an account with USPS. You can simply go to your Auctiva sales page and use our account to purchase the shipping label, and we pass the savings on to you. So you are receiving the discounted shipping labels. And I just want to call out that before you go ahead and purchase and print shipping labels, you can always just calculate the rate to make sure it looks good. Additionally, you can also purchase insurance, leave feedback, send your buyers an email, and upload tracking information. All right, so that was just a really quick explanation of sales, but I do want to get to some questions. So let's see. Right, we have one question so far. Again, I just want to remind everybody, if you have a question, now would be the time. I would encourage you to type it into the GoToWebinar interface, and I'll be glad to answer it. So we have someone asking, in listings, how do you set up listings with drop downs? For example, buyer chooses size. Okay, so variations. All right, sounds like you're trying to ask, how do we set up variations? And that's a great question. All right, so you'd go to the one-page lister, you would, click the fixed price format, and then you would select your category. So variations are often, there's a ton of variations for different categories, but a big one is clothing and shoes. So you would select your category first. By selecting the category, that will pop the Add Variations tool, and it's right next to the Custom Item Specifics link. So you would first select fixed price, then you would select your category, and then you'll see the Add Edit Variations. You simply just click on that window, or that link, sorry, and you'll see the variations window pop open. And as you can see, you can go ahead and specify the type of variation. Additionally, you can use the variation generator tool to specify your own variation attributes. So let's see, my clothing is size. And then you could just say add small, medium, large, extra large, 2X. And then you would say generate variations. And you'll see that these variations have been provided for you. You have the ability to input a UPC. We provide an automatic generated SKU, but you can go ahead and input your own SKU. Then you could specify the price and the quantity. You can set price and quantity in bulk too by just clicking set quantity and say I have 10 of everything in stock, set 10, set the price. Everything is $10 except for, I don't know. There we go. Anyways, that's how you could set up variations. And then if you wanted to apply a certain picture to a certain variation, so if you're selling, a red dress, a blue dress, and a green dress, you would say, well, first your variation would be a color, and then you would say, okay, yeah, I want to display variation images for color. And you would select color. And when you click done, you'll see just a summary of your variations here. And then right below here are your variation images. So if I were selling colors, I would go ahead and select the red dress image here. And then on eBay, the seller or the buyer would be able to select the drop down of the variation that they want, and the image would also be displayed. Sorry, that was a mouthful, but I hope that made sense. All right, next question. When I bulk apply a listing template, the title for each item gets dropped. I then have to open each listing manually, save it, and then the title appears. Okay, yeah, I definitely want to help you. Unfortunately, this seems like a very specific question. I would direct you to contact our support team by filing a support case. I'm not sure. I would want to look at which listing you're talking about, which template. I would need a little more information in order to help you. So I'm just going to point you in the direction of contacting our team, because I think they'll be able to provide you with a better answer. Sorry, that's probably not the answer you were looking for, but yep, please just hover over the help tab, click the file a support case link, and then tell our team what you're experiencing problems with, and they'll be glad to help you with that. Next question. Okay, I'm new to this, and I'm wondering where people get their items to sell. Oh, okay. Do they use dropship? That is an awesome question. And for that, I would encourage you to check out our community. So right now isn't the best place for me to kind of survey where all of you acquire your inventory, but but I want you to start that conversation in our community, because other sellers and Auctiva sellers will be glad to jump in and share their information with you. So if you hover over help, click on the community link, and you'll see, click on Auctiva's eBay solutions, and you'll see we have a wide variety of topics, a whole bunch of people actively engaged and talking with one another. So I would just go ahead and check out the community, find the discussion that is most relevant, perhaps inventory or listings, or maybe, yeah, maybe the lounge. Anyways, yeah, check out our community board, strike up a conversation, and yeah, that would be a great way to kind of learn where people acquire their stock from. All right, next question. Okay, you missed the beginning of the webinar. How does someone get started? That is a great question. We should have a recorded version of the webinar posted on YouTube soon. So I would suggest you go ahead and follow our YouTube channel because you'll be notified once we do post the webinar. Additionally, I would encourage you to sign up for another webinar. So if you go hover over help, click on webinar, you can always, we have webinars every 2 weeks, and I would encourage you to sign up for another one so you can get the full experience. But how does a person get started? As quickly as I can, I will answer that. One thing that is really important is you first have to link your eBay account. So if you hover over my account, in the settings section, you'll see a link to eBay, or you'll see a link for eBay. If you click that link, you'll be brought to your eBay account information where you can generate a token. Generating a token simply means that you're going to link your eBay account to Auctiva. And once you link your account to Auctiva, we automatically import all of your active listings. So the very first step to get started in Auctiva is going to be to generate your token or link your eBay account. And then depending on how many listings you have active, the import could take 2 minutes to, I don't know, an hour or so. So as soon as you generate your token, I would check your active listings page, and you'll see once they're all imported. Again, if you have 20 active listings, the import will take a minute or whatever. If you have thousands of active listings, the import could take 1 to 2 hours to fully complete. But you should be able to continuously check the active listings page, and you'll start to see them in here as the import continues. So yeah, very first step, generate your token, link your account, and then once you link your account, there's nothing else you need to do. We will import your products. And so that is the best advice I can give you to simply getting started with Auctiva. Other than that, I would encourage you to register for another webinar, or perhaps follow our YouTube channel to be notified once the recorded version is posted. All right, so that was all of the questions. I know I went through everything quickly. There's just so much to talk about. But I would encourage you all to sign up for another webinar if that was of your interest, or go ahead and check out our helpful resources, or go ahead and contact our team for any additional questions. I do want to thank you all for your time, and hope you found it valuable. And yeah, anyways, hope you have a good day. I will talk to you all later.